Alright, so for today's episode of The Middle Aisle, we gave each other 24 hours to come up with a solid film pitch. However, there is a twist. Some aspects of the film will be chosen at random, which includes the genre,
Horror,
Fantasy.
horror.
Okay.
Sci-fi?
You want that? Romance crime? What the fuck?
Romance.
Pwede. Pwede.
the actors,
Get that Adam Sandler and Lupita romance.
Adam Sandler! Oh, akala ko Adam Sandler!
Sayang. Sayang.
Pwede naman. Tilda Swinton's fine. What the fuck, then? That's so perfect for you.
and even the tagline.
Yours is sci-fi fantasy and it's mystery, so I pick the word space goop.
Alright.
Okay, now yours is gonna be so fucking good. God damn it, I already see it now.
Wait till we get our space goop on you.
Oh
Yeah, let's go with that. With the wait till we get our space goop on you. Love tap.
my. Okay. Now you're speaking my language, dude. Left hand.
You see his name.
What? Yo, this is perfect. Okay, I can work with this.
We also tasked ourselves to include the scene that is strictly made within PowerPoint. Everything else, however, is up for us to decide. So enough rambling, let's see what films we came up with.
Alright, so this is my pitch of the movie that I was tasked to create by Mark Zondo himself.
Hey, I'm a sponsor, bro. Come on, hype it up a bit. Come on.
Alright, so this is a movie that I was tasked to create, so let's just get on with it, you know. Oh wait, let's not forget this video is sponsored by Squarespace.
Hey, no.
And here, I'm gonna center it now. So alright, I'm gonna present to you my pitch of the movie I was tasked to create by the one, the only Mark Aaron Zonyo himself. So let's get on with it. So the title of the movie that I thought of was Galactica PD, and yeah, you'll know why later. So here's a tagline I was given, you know, wait till we get our space group on you. Oh, so you might think, you know, what the hell does that mean?
Okay.
My answer to that is, even I don't know what that means, so...
Okay.
Come on, I'm just making this up as I go along, so alright. So here's the logline.
Alright.
So a detective from Galactica City's police department is forced to team up with his former partner turned mercenary when important city officials start glitching out of existence one by one.
Okay.
So alright, so you can tell from that logline na that this movie is sci-fi and a mystery film. You tasked me to make sure that there's tension between two characters. So yeah, it's what I input in the story. So high-ranking officials and city elites start disappearing around the city. You know, there's no trace of them whatsoever. So our main character, Joel, is assigned to the case since he's a police detective, you know, and must figure out the cause behind all of this. Now, after that, we see our other main character, Rick, and who is hired by the richest man in the city, you know, one of the city's multiple millionaires, billionaires, whatever. So this billionaire guy glitches out of existence one night. So Rick sees this through a security camera. And you know, of course, that kind of shit doesn't make sense. So, you know, Rick is accused of kidnapping the billionaire guy. But Joel, his former partner, is the only one who believes him about the glitching out thing. So, you know, they go on a somewhat of a renegade quest to solve the disappearances. We find out that the main reason why Rick is out of the police force right now, or why he's a mercenary right now, is because Rick was accused of some major scandal or whatever, you know, something like that. And Joel, who I stated was his former partner, didn't believe him at that time. Rick was cleared of all charges and whatever. But after that, he just lost faith in his partner in the force. That's why he left. You know.
Okay.
make his own money through merc work. Basically, after that, they eventually discover that the city governors behind the disappearances, that they are actually in a virtual simulation controlled by an AI. The city governor is just an avatar played by a guy in the real world, So the governor is being glitching out of existence, enemies he made within the simulation, after that big action sequence, the big generic action sequence. They managed to finally kill the governor, which after they kill the governor avatar, they actually kill the person in real life then. So
It's for my team, you son of a bitch.
So yeah, the simulation continues as usual through the AI, but this time without the governor's influence. And the two decide not to tell anyone about their discovery. Now, I don't know, I'm not fully sure about this ending, but it's either Rick joins back the police force or they go their separate ways. We go see you again.
Oh shit! He still somehow slipped in a fucking Fast and Furious reference.
So why is it Galacticapedia? So I was thinking that this ending, kind of builds up toward a sequel bait. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, while I was thinking of this concept, kind of has potential, the sci-fi mystery aspect of
Let's go. All right.
Yeah, of a futuristic police force in solving stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that the space goop. I'm not fully sure how to implement that, but it's either they use space goop as a weapon or whatever. I don't know. Or when the people glitch out, all that's left is space goop.
Oh, okay. No, so you didn't. Okay, so the space goop is more of like an afterthought. At least you have like options to incorporate its a main plot. All right, nice.
It's not a super major plot point. That the plot really wouldn't exist without the space goop thing, but that's why I chose my chosen director for this. So I know he can implement stupid stuff like that well.
Okay.
In movies like this. Next slide. Here's my cast and director. So it's gonna be directed by James Gunn.
That works. Yeah.
Because he's really good at mixing action with comedy. Those little emotional sequences in between. Mm-hmm. So now I got Will Smith as Joel, who I said is one of the top detectives in the Galactica PD, and Dwayne Johnson as Rick, the mercenary who was once Joel's partner. Like honestly, I really feel like Will Smith and The Rock have good chemistry with each other. They're both macho man action guys who actually have a wide range of drama inside them. I honestly feel like Will Smith and The Rock's dramatic chops are a bit underrated. Mm-hmm. And I feel like James Gunn can balance all of that well. Their action, their drama, it's a comedy, it's a mystery, mixed with all the sci-fi setting, it's a futuristic setting. Like, because one of my pegs here was Guardians of the Galaxy, like with a little bit of the James Gunn Scooby-Doo comedy, that kind of.
Yeah, that's a perfect. You said before when you were picking this, you already had the director in mind. Was it already James Gunn na talaga?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like as soon as I got the genre and the actors from the wheel, this would be perfect for James Gunn.
Damn, that's perfect too, and it's very not really sci-fi, but like he's worked on like superhero stuff, so it's not really a far reach for this type of movie or like this type of concept. Damn, all right, I see that. I see what you're going for.
Alright, then on to the most important part of the slideshow.
Okay.
Not that yet. So here's my poster.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah,
wait till
it's kind of whack.
Wait till we get that fucking line talaga. I'm sorry, I kinda let you down on the fucking space group. But hey, at least you still put some
so I got James Gunn did it. So I feel like he's a kind of director na ano eh, who's gonna implement the little things like that.
Oh,
Like,
I see.
make it a recurring comedy thing, you know, as a poster. And now on to the most important part,
Oh,
the animation.
Let's
This
go.
my pitch of a scene.
okay. Wait.
Of one scene
I'm
in
getting ready.
Galactica
I'm getting
PD.
ready.
All right.
Okay.
So here. Alright, so background context in the scene. Joel and Rick, like in the middle of their investigation, they capture one of their biggest suspects, you know. So a guy who's involved with, they know who is involved with the Big Bang. So they capture him, knock him out, and then, there.
Big
Now
boss.
he's sitting in a dark room, you know. You know that classic dark room interrogation scene.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since this is also a cop movie, you can't have a cop movie without what, Aaron?
What? I don't know. What do you mean?
Without good cop and bad
Oh,
cop.
okay, yeah. Good cop, bad cop. Okay.
So now, you've got the top police detective in force, Joel, you know, plays a good cop, you know. You know, you're involved in all of these disappearances and shit, you know. No, tell us, blah blah blah. And of course, the hostage guy. Yeah, you know, the hostage guy never responds to the good cop, you know. So of course he's not gonna respond to Joel.
Oh. Okay, costume change.
Okay. No. I'm doing my best here because you know you wouldn't want you're gonna want to respond to the good cop right now because I know damn sure that you would like the bad cop to go hard on you, you know, something like that.
Why is his face slightly
Because-
distorted? Okay, I see that. Okay,
That's the best cropping I can do, alright? But now, since as I said, the
going.
good cop never responds well, the hostage never responds well to the good cop, so...
Bring him in. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We got the bad cop coming in.
Yo.
We got the bad cop coming
Okay, Rick.
in.
Okay, Rick.
Answer my questions, you know. I'll let him handle you. Alright, so you got The Rock playing the bad cop, the badass
Okay.
big buff bad cop, you know. Oh, he's getting super aggressive now with the hostage, you know. Like,
Okay.
you know, my friend Joel over there, dude, he tried to go easy on you know, and I gave him a chance. He gave you a chance. Now, since you didn't take the chance you gave you, I don't like being disrespected like that. So here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Alright? Listen up, here's what's gonna happen. What does he say that? You know, the hostage is getting scared now. He's cracking under the pressure.
Okay.
So Rick's asking him questions now. Now, as a hostage is being his fans now. Right, I'm gonna answer. Oh, there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Alright.
Oh, lumaki siya. Tangina.
No, but as he's gonna answer, the hostage glitches out. Oh, so The Rock, no, what? What the hell just happened? Jeez. See, just what I told you, Joel. That's just exactly what happened to the billionaire guy I was protecting, you know? What?
Oh, shit. Damn.
I always believe in you, alright? So, now we just lost our main lead, so what are you gonna do now? I don't know. End scene. Thank you for listening.
Good. I actually know, like, despite how much, like, how simple that scene was, but I already understood that. I like that. This concept, like, I mean, I feel like a lot of body cop films are not really produced anymore, just because people are getting more serious instead of like actually trying to do some slapstick comedy or just just being obnoxious and just whatever. But I see what you're going for here sa Galactica PD. That really works.
yeah.
Holy shit. I mean, as soon as you pick those two, I'm like, oh shit, that's such a good pairing. Like, have they ever been in a movie together, Will Smith and The Rock? I don't think so, diba? Have they
I
collabed?
don't know. They're gonna be in the same cinematic universe, pero
Nah,
it's a cinematic universe by Warner Bros. So yeah,
it's not the same. Well, if it isn't the first movie, there should be it. That would be cool, like buddy cop chemistry, dude. Holy crap. Then like that, oh my, I like that how you build yung tension sa ano. Even if through the PowerPoint, I get what you were going for when the guy is like, he's interrogating him and at the last second when he's about to spill something, he suddenly glitches out. That's very cinematic as hell. I already see that happening.
not to be too proud of myself or whatever. But actually, when I was coming up with this, I was actually getting real excited. I actually want to see this movie. It's gonna be one of those movies that's got like a 50 or a 60 on IMDb, critic ratings on Rotten Tomatoes or whatever. But like the audience rating is like 89 or 93, something like that.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I really feel like something with a movie with a concept like this. You feel like it's got franchise potential.
Yeah.
So I kept the title like not really related to the plot. It's kind of a vague title. Yeah.
All right.
So,
I like that.
It's got potential. All right. So there we go.
Very nice concept. I knew you were gonna go for a buddy cop film already, but I didn't know how would you implement the space goop. Well, I guess now it's an afterthought. Pero yeah, the story is very solid, and I mean obviously yun nga, parang it's kinda it's obviously more blockbuster, but that's not even a problem. I feel like it'd be like a fun movie overall. Nice, man, very nice. All right, I guess my turn. Good evening, sponsors and production studio, namely just Blue Stewart. Today I will be presenting my film, which is pitch deck. Yay! All right, so for the tagline, we inputted the phrase "love tap," and then the chosen tagline was "love tap." You see this name, you think dirty, and
Yes, sir.
The genre is romance crime, and for my chosen actors, it was Tilda Swinton and Lupita Nyong'o. So this is what I'm working with in creating a cohesive narrative. Hopefully, creating a cohesive narrative. So after a dispiriting night out of town, Judy, played by Lupita, stuck in the middle of nowhere, is desperate to find a place to stay for the night. The only establishment open is the Love Tap Motel, owned by Harriet, played by Tilda, who seems to be quite the character. Out of pure desperation, Judy decides to check despite the peculiar setting. She is then greeted by Harriet and offers her a tour around the place. So alam mo naman si Tilda Swinton, she's known for her kooky-ass character, so this is not an exception of that. She's basically a hostess here, touring around si Judy, which is Lupita, and she owns the hotel, basically. And she's very contrast with the place, like where the place looks grimy and, messy, filled with sexual energy and shit. She's like the opposite of that. She's very calm and collected, very straightforward and stuff, so yeah. And the motel is a structural mess, but with good reason. Harriet glosses over the details and provides Judy her home for the night. The room appears comfortable enough, but oddly no windows. Harriet constantly checks on Judy with her looming presence. They slowly develop an odd synergy together. Judy opens up with her issues regarding her fiancé, while Harriet shares her insight and her observations within the motel. Judy is now inclined to stay a little longer. So basically, dito na yung romance. Ginawa ko, Stockholm Syndrome. So parang Tilda Swinton's like quietly holding her captive without her knowing. It's kind of manipulating her. But like she's growing some affinity towards Harriet. And yun nga, she stays a bit longer, blah blah blah. After some time, Harriet seldom visits Judy and the motel grows silent until a strange clamor erupts from the next room. Out of curiosity, Judy investigates and uncovers corpses and shivering victims across the floor. Judy rushes back to the room in hiding. and fear. So obviously, in the movie, if there's an actual movie about this, may build up to, and it's not just gonna find some weird shit. There's gonna be some tension building. So Judy uncovers the secret that Harriet intends to keep, which leads to a cat and mouse chase. I said structural mess before yung Love Tap Motel. So basically, it's designed in a way that there's a lot of dead ends so that, you know, parang it's kind of her own torture chamber type shit. And, you know, she's luring people in and stuff. Kind of like the Hansel and Gretel type story. But Harriet catches Judy and intends to harm her to keep her silent, but has grown accustomed to her character. Taking advantage of Judy's warped sense of time and sanity, she manipulates her experiences through sheer persuasion. So, you know, parang she's clear-cut. She knows how to talk to this person, and Judy's very vulnerable at that state, but she still has a little bit of sanity to get her out of the situation, then blah blah blah. This then leads to a gruesome climax where Judy must play into her love interest in order to gain leverage to escape. With almost no willpower left, she barely escapes the motel. It's very... you can tell the ending, not really fixed up. I was intending for it, but Tilda's like holding like her fiance captive or something close to her. Or just maybe like a fucked up scenario where like she uncovers more fucked up contraptions and stuff that's hidden under the motel. I was also thinking alternate ending, she does get captive and it's gonna be somehow like inspired by a true story, ganon, and blah blah blah. But... I guess this is like the most generic ending to it, but yeah.
Oh, that's just really good.
Yeah, I mean, I tried my best, but basically, the Love Tap Motel is actually inspired. I was reading through a lot of serial killers so that I could like get some inspiration. And there's this serial killer called H.H. Holmes. He basically created like a torture chamber called the Murder Castle, and then it had a lot of trapdoors, gas chambers, and dead ends, but not a lot of it's confirmed. So dun ko siya binase. So yeah. So my cast is basically I picked Jennifer Kent as the director. So are you familiar with Jennifer Kent ba?
Not really. I'm a film singer. What are some of her films?
So basically, I think she's only made 2 feature films, which is The Babadook and The Nightingale. Pero basically, Jennifer Kent is known for exploring themes of like empathy within characters in hard situations. And you can tell naman dito na parang in this character, Judy still found like some love even in such a fucked up scenario. And I felt like Jennifer Kent's like the perfect director considering the story she's made.
Yeah. The Babadook and The Nightingale both contain central ideas that I am really passionate about. With The Babadook, I was always quite fascinated by people who could suppress really dark, deep, painful experiences. And I wanted to explore the idea that perhaps pushing down on those terrible experiences is harder than facing them.
And yeah, Jennifer Kent's just badass, dude. You should watch her movies too. She's a really great director.
Alright, I can see it na. Like from what little I know about Babadook, you know. Yeah, I can visualize it na.
I was originally gonna pick David Fincher or Mike Flanagan. He just made so much consistent horror films, like, you know, Oculus, Ouija, and then he also Hush and The Haunting of Hill House. I think he also made that, and Doctor Sleep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good choice then. It's a really good choice then.
It was very last minute change, but I was watching through the interviews with Jennifer Kent and I was so inspired, and it felt perfect to pick her son. Alright, and enough rambling. Next one. Tilda Swinton as Harriet, basically. And Lupita Nyong'o as Judy Smith. Also, just not to toot my own horn, pero her name is based on one of the first victims of the H.H. Holmes story. It's named Julia Smith, ata with a Y-T-H-E. Just saying, man. I'm just saying. Oh, yeah? Okay, nag-post pa siya.
Gotta go for that, that based on a true story.
Yeah, diba?
This movie ain't scary at all. That's based on a true story. Oh, shit.
Yeah, actually, every fucking movie that has that, it's like, the fuck, this is unrealistic. Once that title card shows up, oh, I'm a dick now for not be scared of this shit. Alright, so anyways, yeah, that's why oh, here's the poster. Yeah. You see this name, you think dirty. This is supposed to be a peephole, but I don't know if it's clear that it's a peephole. And then Tilda Swinton, like, you know, looking through the peephole, just watching Lupita Nyong'o's character or Judy. Ayan, na-film by Jennifer Kent. So, tinan mo, parang may production studio yung TMA dyan, no, sa ilalim mo. Tangin na,
Oh, di ba nakita yung akin kanina, yung Oddity Films?
Oh, you put on? Oh, I didn't even check.
Yeah, you didn't see. It's Oddity Films Presents.
Damn it. I was glossing through it kasi I saw Dolby Atmos and the universe. Oh, you just put the big blockbuster studios and stuff. But anyways, yeah. I'm gonna warn you about the scene. For the context for the scene, I really tried to make this feel like a film, okay? And the context is, this is the opening act na I narrated earlier of Judy's character. Basically, the premise is she's phoning for her fiance and the fiance can't answer. She's stuck in the town. They just had a fight and then now she's lost and she's trying to find a way back home. And that's all I did. I wanted to add more. That's all I did. And this is all just gonna play. It's just legit like a fucking video. So, okay, enough talking. I'm just gonna,
You actually animated it.
This is in PowerPoint, okay? That's it. Wait, by the way, you told me that the scene was supposed to have car accident trauma before. So yeah, that abomination was
right.
that. God damn it.
You know what's really interesting, Anna? I really like your concept of Anna. At first, I thought they were gonna go with a generic crime, romance, drama kind of thing, or like Lupita and Tilda are the ones who are actually in love and stuff like that. But, it's super like Lupita as a character with a calm, collected sense of desperation. She's really good at playing that kind of character, especially like in Us. And Tilda Swinton as a weird shopkeeper caricature kind of character,
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect casting, Like, I feel like this is gonna be one of those kinds of films, one of those understated kinds of films, Like, have you heard of Love Death? What's that?
Okay.
After you watch it, it's gonna be, man, this thing's really good,
Damn, alright. No chill. Okay, I'm gonna fucking pitch this na.
Aaron Zonia, you're such a screenwriter ka na pala.
Today's episode was a lot different from what we usually do, and yeah, we know that's not exactly how you're supposed to pitch your films, but we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.